I'm Donna Eston, and this video is about weaving in ends within a color group when you're working in Intarsia. When you're weaving in ends, sometimes if you have highly contrasted colors, the ends will show through, especially with silky or novelty yarns if they're woven into a different color group. And Intarsia knitting doesn't tighten or constrain in knitting, so the fabric moves and stretches freely, just as if it was worked in one color. So when you stretch a fabric out, if you have a contrasting colored yarn woven in, you may see that color peek through on the right side. But yarns woven in within their color group create a neat and tidy wrong side, and they reduce that risk of color peek through on the right side. So let's take a look at an Intarsia swatch. So if we were going to weave in this in within its color group, which is the white part over here, you can see a little hole would form. So we can't just take that yarn over the white triangle and weave it in. We've got to close up that hole first. So to do that, you need to find the yarn. You need to be able to see the path of the yarn. So find the yarn. There we go. And follow it back until you're able to see it. Here we go. Now you can see how it's traveling. So we're going to continue in the direction that the yarn was traveling for one stitch. And this will close up the hole. So we're just going to continue over using duplicate stitch for one stitch. That closes up the hole. If you notice, we've taken it into the blue for one stitch. Now we're going to go back and use duplicate stitch within its same color group. So first, let's find the path of the yarn to where you can see it, and now we go back over it with duplicate stitch, winding in the rest of the tail into its own color group. Remember to continue in the path, in the direction of the yarn for one stitch into the next color, and then go back and work in the rest of the tail using duplicate stitch into its own color group. And look how nice and neat that looks.